Welcome to Brawlhalla.
players are kings of Brawlhalla.
Everybody that has ever played Brawlhalla, even like somewhat professionally or super professionally, is here.
Sign-up list for this championship reads like a who's who of the best Brawlhalla players on the planet.
Wow, oh my goodness, what?
Competitors from all over the world have flown in to compete at the highest level possible, each for a shot at that grand prize and the glory that comes along with it.
An entire year's worth of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears culminates in this moment. His entire career has been building to the now undeniable statement that he is the greatest of all time.
All right, man.
I realized as it started that you hadn't seen that yet.
I got to take a look at it earlier.
Okay, yeah.
But like, dang, that is just so cool.
I'm super excited. Y'all don't even know. My heart is racing. This has been building for a solid amount of time right now. And I think only one other person is maybe more excited than I am about this.
Oh, you know who we're talking about.
We all know.
The man, the myth, the legend, the very own Foda. We've got him coming in via voice.
Yes, Foda, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear you guys. Hi.
Hey.
I'm still super sick, but I couldn't stand not to be a part of this esports dev stream. So thank you, TWK and Duke, for calling me into this.
Anything
guys,
you need.
I just wanted to let everybody know that this is definitely going to be the best year of Brawlhalla esports we've ever had. Ever. There's so much to be excited about. There's so much I'm excited about. And we'll just have to get all the details from you guys. So I'm going to go join the rest of the stream. And I'll be in chat trying to answer some questions. And let's get ready for an amazing year.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Foda. And I hope you get some rest, man.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
All right. See ya.
Yeah,
Bye.
it's been a lot of work getting to this point, so he needs to just take care of himself a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, he's been working very hard behind the scenes. And, of course, thank you all, chat, for wishing him well. But without further ado, like you said, we are going to give you the breakdown of what all of the things that you saw in the trailer mean in a little bit more detail. So why don't you kick it off?
All right, so, I mean, just first off, a lot of the points about World Tour. That is the format for this year. That's what we're going for. And, you know, we got, I like the graphic that you had for all the tournaments, the major stops along the way.
Oh, the timeline, right. You know what? As you say that, I realize that that's one of the few graphics I don't have prepared over here.
Oh, wow. All right, but I do like how up on the top of that timeline, oh, you got the video playing?
Yeah, we got some sweet videos. We tried to do it up for y'all here because this is an important stream. As y'all can tell, like the intro was different. Started off with the video. We got this sweet background behind us of this like moving world because we got the world tour going on.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So I just touching on that, the 4 seasonals up on the top of the timeline, the physical events down on the bottom of the timeline, and a lot of those are going to tie together in a bit more of a way this year than they have in the past.
Right. Might be jumping the gun a little bit, but there's definitely a lot of really cool things that are going to be happening with all of these esports events. But first off, I think one of the biggest things that people are going to have questions about is what exactly is going on. Like it's at 26 of the top players and then an additional 5. And then what's going on exactly? So the way that it works is that 26 players will earn travel to the World Championship and qualify for the finals through their power rankings.
Yep.
So it's not going to be the top 26 power ranked players. Instead, it's going to be broken down the top 10 power ranked players from North America, the top 10 power ranked players from the European region, the top 4 power ranked players from South America, 1 from Australia, and 1 from Southeast Asia.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, everybody wants to see the best compete against the best.
Absolutely.
And that is just the way to get that done. I am so excited to see that because everyone's like, oh no, what about this player from this region? Always performed really well. He wasn't able to get there. No, we're getting them there.
Absolutely. They are all going to be flown out, given all of the, the travel and everything, all to the World Championship. But it's not going to be just those 26 players. It's going to be an additional 5 players. And how are we picking those 5?
All right. So a number of them, particularly those 5 that you just listed, are coming from the regional last chance qualifiers. There's going to be 1 per region, and whoever wins that tournament, you will see them at the World Championship.
Exactly. That means it's going to be an additional 5, all earning spots via their regional last chance qualifiers. People in the past remember these as regional qualifiers. Now they're regional last chance qualifiers because it's their last opportunity for some of these peoples in these regions to earn that travel. So that means an additional person from Australia, from Southeast Asia, South America, North America, and Europe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
Now, I've got one question.
What's up?
Usually brackets are made up of even-numbered players.
Yes.
That 26 from the power rankings and those 5 from the last chance qualifiers, that gives us 31.
Yeah, that's it. That's how our finals. No,
we've got. No, there's more, baby. There's one more. For all of you that really want to get in, if you haven't been able to do it through power rankings, if you just missed on that last chance qualifier, there is one final. The last chance qualifier on site at the World Championship. Winner of that tournament makes it into BCX, that 32 players.
Yeah, so why can I not download that? If y'all are, getting a message, if y'all are following along, or maybe you want to see some of this stuff, as it said in the end of the video, Brawlhalla.com/esports is a great place to find all these resources. Or maybe you're confused afterwards, and you're like, wait, I need to look back. What happened? What exactly? That's where you're going to find all sorts of graphics and things like that. But as TWK so intelligently explained, there is going to be one final person to earn a spot in that finals, and they're going to earn that spot by going through the Brawlhalla World Championship. So there's going to be an entire bracket of players going into the Brawlhalla World Championship. The ultimate winner of that will earn a spot in the top 32, playing against the people who have earned their spots via power ranking or their regional last chance qualifiers.
Yeah, so that means it is going to be the most heated competition has ever been to date.
Oh yeah, that's it's going to be very intense and very challenging, but it's also going to be really cool to see who makes it through that bracket, who ultimately earns their spot against these other players. But if it'll load up, this is that timeline that you were asking for at the beginning. It's also at the end of that video. It's got all of the events, so y'all can kind of see what exactly we've got going on. There's still one more event that we will be announcing at a later point in time. Cannot reveal anything on that one, but we revealed quite a bit already. So stay tuned for that final event. But what else is going on? We've got so much to say.
So moving on to our next point here, everyone's been noting that, last year's World Championship, oh my gosh, 6 figures on the line. So absolutely crazy prize pool.
Guess what?
Guess what? Oh, what's happening?
We increased that number. It goes up to $150,000.
Oh my gosh.
That number just keeps going up. You see that graphic.
Love it.
Shoutouts to Scott for making that. Yes, the prize pool for the World Championship has just gone up even more. That means potentially more people can get into the 6-digit figures.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening? We've got more players hitting 6 digits via the World Championship.
Oh my gosh. That's absolutely crazy. And you know what? We want to make sure that it's the best of the best winning that. They've got to have the best tournament experience that they can. We do it all for you guys, for our players. And we even want to keep improving. So what we've done is now for this new year, we've got new tournament setups.
Yes. We are... it's still in the testing phases.
Yep.
So don't completely hold us to this, but the goal is to get 240 hertz monitors for all esports events.
Yo.
We still have the 144 hertz.
Yep.
They work perfectly. We've really fine-tuned everything during the past year, but
Yep.
we're always looking to get better. You know, we're always trying to level up even more. So the goal
Always.
for this year is to get to that 240 hertz.
Man, that's exciting. Because I know everybody, they just want to put on the best show
Of
possible.
course. Gotta have as few excuses as possible, right? You gotta limit those Johns.
And you know what? In putting on the best show possible, we don't want it to just be at the in-person tournaments. We don't want it to just be during those online tournaments. There's going to be new in-game esports features released over the course of this year.
What are some of those features that are potentially going to be coming in?
Yeah, we are looking to add in tournament live notifications. Whenever those tournaments go live, we're going to let all our players know, hey, it's on right now. Go watch, see who's throwing down to be the best.
We're also looking to get viewership rewards. That means if you're watching on, we've got our restreams going on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, etc.
Yep.
If you're watching on some of our specific streaming services, then maybe you'll get some in-game rewards, maybe some items or things like that. Still details to be worked on, but that's one of the goals for the year.
Yeah, and I mean, Brawlhalla Esports continues everywhere it goes. Even if you want to set up an offline local, I know they've been doing it in the Toronto scene for a while. They've got a few popping up all over the place. So we are going to put in offline tournament mode. That way it'll unlock stances for you, a bunch of other goodies, just so that way you can run a smooth event for your local scene.
Gotta support the local scene. That's not all, though. We are looking to get some in-game sortable rankings for tournaments, aka PR and ranked for your in-game rankings and tournaments.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah.
So when you want to find out when those tournaments are happening, I know we've got the live notifications that are going to be coming, but we're also going to have live countdown tiles in-game for the tournaments.
Yeah, no longer do you have to wait for the notification. You'll get to watch it count down with us. You can be like, oh, it's 10 hours from now. I'll set my alarm and wake up at 2 in the morning to watch that.
So that way, not just all the players in-game will know, everyone who's been logging in over the past, week, 2 weeks, month, will just be like, oh, all right, it's going to go down now.
Okay, yeah. And, of course, y'all have been asking about the seasonal items. Well, they are going to be making a comeback, but maybe a little bit extra will be coming with it. Of course, we'll have those seasonal event items, but we're also looking to get maybe some colors, maybe some sidekicks. Who knows what all will be coming with that? But these are all some of the things that we're planning for esports to be coming in the year of 2020.
Oh, yeah. That I'm very excited about because I get jazzed up even just for like the seasonal championship weapons that they end up putting in, because like there's always super cool ones. And I just love seeing more of that themed stuff. I see you're grabbing the next thing here.
Yeah, so I was like, I swear I grabbed it, but I'm unfortunately not finding it. All right. We'll just keep this graphic going.
Sounds good, but you know what? I want to touch back on, we mentioned that offline tournament mode to help build up those local scenes.
Yes.
That's not all we're going to be doing, because we're starting up a new community tournament support initiative.
Yes, this initiative is dedicated to supporting, promoting, and helping to grow the best community-run tournaments out there. So, of course, we'll have the offline to help your local scene with the tournaments, but we're also going to be looking to support the online scene. We've seen a couple of regions grow, right? We've got the South American region. There's the, Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil has been growing over in South America, and we've got a couple other ones, and we're just looking to help support all these community tournaments with this new initiative.
Yeah, that is super interesting, and the fact that you mentioned how much the South American scene has grown, we recognize that. We want to help support that growth and reward you guys for it. So the South American online tournaments, they're now bumped up to the same payout level as North America and the European regions. So that is $5,000 per bracket during the seasonal events.
Yes. I clearly did not set up the graphics properly, and I'm like face palming right now because I have that graphic. I know it exists. But
I'll let you get that up there because I got to tell you, the South American region, they've always been one of the most passionate that we've seen. I love watching their tournaments because it's always something crazy and wild. Their meta has developed almost completely separately from the NA and EU scenes. So they have a different way of looking at the game, different things that they prioritize, and it's always just such a wild event. And I really want more people to get the chance to see action from that region.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people want to see more of that region. So, of course, South America is getting kind of a bump up, but it's not the only region that's going to be getting a bump up.
That's correct, because Southeast Asia and Australia, their online tournament payouts are going up to 2,500 each. So that is a massive boost to them. And even on top of that, South America, Southeast Asia, and Australia are all going to start having more official doubles events.
Yes, that's right. So this is all in relation to seasonals. That's probably the easiest way to understand that.
Yes.
Because, again, offline events, it's all the regions come together, so it doesn't really apply to that. And we can't really control community tournaments, but for our seasonals, the South American region is getting that bump up, going to be closer to North America and Europe as far as prize pools go. And all three of the kind of internationals, as we used to call them, South America, Southeast Asia, and Australia, are going to be getting an increase in prize pool, as well as being brought into the whole doubles scene. So it's going to be really cool to see what those regions do with the doubles, because we haven't really seen official doubles from those regions.
Yeah, and I'm very curious because, you know, for Southeast Asia and Australia, we've seen pretty much the same players sitting at the top of their thrones.
Yeah, a couple of them for sure.
So I'm like, who do they pick kind of as their second? Who is their right hand that they are going to bring up and see if they can claim the doubles crown as well?
I mean, that's going to be a very important question to see answered maybe with our next seasonal, which might have been on that timeline, just saying. But that's not the only thing that's going on. Those of you who have been following our esports scene, last year we had a mid-season championship. That was at CEO Orlando, and
Massive.
Was absolutely great. This year, we've got a different location for our mid-season championship. Low Tier City.
Oh my gosh.
We had such a good time there. We absolutely loved the venue. You can see over there, that's some of the crazy shots that happen there. Like, they have the crane and they have this massive stage with all these LED lights. It's going to be amazing, and I promise you people, y'all are going to want to go.
I'm so excited for that because that venue is just ridiculous.
It's insane.
It is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever seen. It is an esports stadium.
I mean, it's literally called the Esports Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
They made it for that reason. So everything is centered around how do we have the best esports production possible?
How do we video game the best? It's crazy. Not only is it just an absolutely gorgeous venue and everything, it's literally a LAN center on like weekends and stuff. Like, if you're in the Arlington area, you can go right now and just like grab some PCs and just play. It's such a cool place.
Yeah, so that's going to be absolutely phenomenal road stop along the World Tour. Mid-season championship, low-tier city. Definitely start planning for these events now because, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You're going to want to plan for this one. And again, back to that timeline. You can see what time roughly you want to be planning your flight for Arlington.
Yep.
So you can start looking for your travel in advance, unless you got some other plans in mind. But
yeah, and it's not only the offline locations that are going to be interesting stops, the online locations. And by that I mean the tournament map set. Little bit roundabout way of getting there.
I like the transition.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know
we
what?
got all sorts of stops.
In the interest of including new maps developed since the tournament map sets were last updated, while still keeping the healthy balance for map bans in tournament setting, the 2020 tournament map set has been updated considering competitive player feedback, and we've kind of updated the list, and you guys are going to be finding out very soon what that is. Beautiful.
Right there. That's the 1v1 map list. Maybe zoom in a little bit, or I can at some other point, bring it up full screen for people to kind of really see. That's going to be the 1v1 tournament map pool. Maybe you'll notice that some maps are missing. Maybe you'll notice that some new maps have made it into that tournament pool. But that's not the only, pool that we've got. We've got the 2v2 pool as well.
Yes. I like seeing, the map shake up a little bit, just because, a lot of people do have kind of their old state, like, okay, I'm going to ban these, I'm going to leave these open. This gives it a little bit of a fresh take.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which maps end up kind of moving up in the list of pools. Historically, Mammoth has been one of the most popular maps. One of those popular maps to get picked. Will that remain the truth with some of these new maps that are going to be brought into it? And again, these are also going to be pointed out in the patch notes for our upcoming patch whenever that happens. So you'll be able to check that out in the patch notes, and I can list those off.
If you want to give them a sound bite for what those lists entail, go ahead. I think we just got that pushed over to us.
Okay, my brain said, you said soundbite, and I just wanted to make like an animal sound and be like, that's your soundbite. Like, I don't know. The tournament 1v1 map pool, it's going to be small Brawlhaven, small Enigma, small Mammoth Fortress, small Great Hall, Miami Dome, Apocalypse, Demon Island, and Crystal Temple. And what's the 2v2 map pool?
We're going to have small Enigma, Mammoth Fortress, the Great Hall, Shipwreck Falls, Miami Dome, Apocalypse, and Crystal Temple.
That's right, Crystal Temple being brought into both 1v1s and 2v2s for the
I'm
map
excited
pool.
for that one. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm excited for the new ones. They're both super pretty. Demon Island coming into the 1v1s. Also just a super fun map to play on, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, they just feel really good. Really good to play on.
But that's not the only thing affecting tournament players. The tournament players, they care about their map pools, and they also care about their seeding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that has been discussed. Last year we leaned heavily into the power rankings, and we used that for seeding for each event. Whatever the most updated power rankings were, that would be your seeding for the event. That is going to change a little bit this year.
Yes.
Power rankings, they're going to be the leaderboard for the World Tour. So as far as, the top 10 making it from NA, EU, the top 4 from the Origins, boiling on down, it will still be used for that. Seeding will no longer be based off of power ranking, but instead a modified version of power ranking that focuses more on the recency bias.
Correct. So you can kind of see this graph. It's not 100% mathematically accurate graph, but it's more of kind of a representation of the idea behind it. If you're familiar with the power ranking as it is currently, which is that there's kind of there's a recency bias. So the longer it's been since you've played in the tournament, or longer it's been since that tournament, the less that tournament is valued towards your power ranking. With the new seeding system, it's just going to be a little bit more aggressive with that. I think the kind of concept is that it's like a year. It's basically worthless. With the new one, it'll probably be a couple months. I'll let Foda get into the true details of that. But
long and short of it is, the more recent results will mean much more for determining your seeding.
Yes.
And the power ranking will also be reset at the start of the season, as you kind of mentioned. But the 2019 power rankings will still be saved forever. So your mark on history will be there for time untold.
We're not deleting your tournament. We're just making it so that the more recent tournaments are more valuable for your power rankings. There's one other thing that I'm realizing isn't on this rundown. And I'm not sure. Let me double check if it's okay to say this, because I have a cool graphic for it. But there is something that he said we can say. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, yes.
I'll let you announce that last one.
All right. So we told you to start planning for these events that you see on the roadmap there. Particularly, there's the mid-season championship at Low Tier City. You might have noticed that on that timeline, BCX, the World Championship, did not have a location yet listed. We're going to tell you now, DreamHack Atlanta is BCX 2020. So plan your trips now. It's going to be there. Dates all set. Just get to Atlanta in November. That's where the action's going down.
Do it. It is It's amazing. It's going to be so worth it. DreamHack Atlanta. I don't know when tickets go on sale for that, but make sure you plan to get those tickets ASAP because I don't think you're allowed to get tickets at the door for DreamHack events.
Yeah, not sure. But luckily we're giving you, the entire year to plan.
You can
set
plan.
yourself up for success.
You get to plan as far in advance as you want, but some things might not be as easy to plan because this is something special that we're doing for this year. You're seeing this graphic. What does it mean?
Ooh.
It means that seasonal championship winners will be flown to the next offline event.
Oh my gosh.
That is insane. That's
awesome.
Not only is South America, Australia, and Southeast Asia being brought up closer to North America and Europe, but they're also in that category of seasonal championships.
My gosh.
So their winners will be flown to upcoming offline events.
That is so sick. So you watch everyone play against their own regions in those seasonal championships, and then you'll find out who is the best among them at the very next offline event. That is amazing.
It's so stinking cool. I'm super excited that this is going to happen because, I mean, if you've been following the esports scene for a while, it's noticeably hard for some of these other regions to fly out. So this time we're like, all right, we get it. We're going to fly you out because we want to see you compete.
Oh my gosh.
How cool is that?
Yes.
Super exciting.
Man, that is absolutely phenomenal. I'm very excited to see that, especially because, years past it would just be like, okay, they'll get flown out over towards, BCX, the World Championship. Now we get to see them more often clashing against the Titans from the rest of the world.
Yes, it's awesome. Sorry, setting up
Oh yeah, go for
a
it.
visual.
So those seasonal championships, I mean, not only are the other internationals regions going to have the doubles events in there, the singles champions are getting flown out to physical events. We're going to have the new esports DLC for them, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And you actually brought up
Yeah, I just wanted to make it as legible as possible. Of course, some of these people are already aware of, right? We've announced CEO Dreamland, that's going to be coming in March. We've announced Combo Breaker, that's going to be coming in May. Now we're announcing Low Tier City, that's going to be in July, as well as a mystery thing that is yet to be announced. Stay tuned. And then in October, that is Rotterdam Games Week. That's going to be over in Rotterdam. And then, of course, our World Championship is going to be in November.
Man, all right. So that is a full year.
Yeah.
My
it's
gosh,
like every month.
Yeah, every month there is an absolutely major event happening in Brawlhalla Esports. That's crazy.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for this year. There's so much going on, but I think we've exhausted our list of things to talk about, except potentially one final thing.
Yeah, bring it in for this.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, wait, hold on. How do I do this? I have an idea. I had an idea.
Oh, what is the idea? What do you got? You're just going for it.
Yeah,
All right,
we're gonna do this.
Beautiful.
All right,
All
chat,
right, folks.
We're gonna turn down the music. This is where we get personal. We're breaking the illusion right now. We hear y'all. We know y'all want this, and it's something that we're working to get to happen. And I see someone in chat literally asking, guys, we're trying to get to the Brazil game show.
Yeah, we definitely want a South American event in there. We've been working on that. We want to get down there for you folks because, as we mentioned, one of the most passionate regions, just absolute powerhouse, and we want to support that even further.
Yes. We couldn't put in the announcement because it is unconfirmed, which is why we had to tear down all the crazy pretty visuals and be like, hey, this is something that it's just between us. It's something that we're working towards. It's a goal, but we have nothing confirmed just now. So don't super hold us to it. But we really want to make it happen. We really want to get to that Brazil game show and see all of these South American competitors compete against each other alongside, people who win the seasonal championship and maybe get flown to the event.
Yeah, that would be super sick.
Yeah. All right. Illusion back on. How do I do it?
All right, bring it back up. Green screen effect, music, intro.
Oh,
Let's go.
We've got one extra announcement. For those of you who maybe don't speak English, we've got viewers from around the world. Of course, we have all of our regional events happening and things like that. We've got, we've been talking about South America, Australia, Southeast Asia, and the like. We are planning for the upcoming year to have our events be streamed in multiple languages.
Nice.
Yes.
I know that's something that community folks have been spinning up over the past year, and I mean it just makes so much sense.
It does. It's the next big step. You got to get that viewership open to as many people as possible. We understand that not everyone speaks English, so we're trying to open it up to make it possible for other regions to have their language be represented with these tournaments.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, what folks we've got for casting in those multiple languages. That's going to be just a really cool thing to see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how everything works out. But that's going to be something that's coming into the new year. I'm sure that there's going to be more details on how exactly the functionality of that's going to be working. But of course, we're giving you the high level stuff, and then when Foda is rested and well, he'll be able to come in here and give you the super nitty gritty on how everything works.
Yeah, and I know he said he's in chat if he sees any questions pop out that he can answer, in his capacity right now. He'll be happy to jump on those. But again, he'll be digging in once his voice has returned.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if y'all caught it at the beginning. I know some people have come in since the beginning of the stream, but he's very under the weather. He's very excited for all of this, and he really wanted to share in this moment. So we called him in via voice, and he was able to kind of give a couple of words, but he is unfortunately not well enough to present the whole stream as much as I know he would have loved to.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, then his voice would just never recover. Because it's so gone already, and he blows it out after every event.
Again, we want to point y'all towards Brawlhalla.com/esports. That's going to have basically the entirety of the schedule, all the information, everything like that. And
as always, pretty much all our tournament information is going to be going up at smash.gg/Brawlhalla. That's where you can always find all the information for the specific tournaments of the Brawlhalla Esports year.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this specifically has been announced. I know it's something that I've been aware of, but sometimes I know things and then I don't know who also knows this. But 1v1s and 2v2s are going to be split into different weekends. I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like, did y'all know this yet? Surprise.
That's cool.
1v1s and 2v2s are going to be split into different weekends for specifically seasonals. Again, that doesn't apply to offline events. So with the upcoming seasonal of the Winter Championship, we've got February 22nd and 23rd for the singles side of things, and then February 29th and March 1st for the doubles side of things.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, and you can find out all the information about your specific region over on smash.gg/Brawlhalla. Again, that's going to have where you can register to play. Again, free to sign up and play. No ELO requirements or anything. Just do it.
Yeah.
Sign up and compete. And of course, that's where you're going to find out the times of where's my region happening, things like that.
Yeah. So make sure sign up for the Winter Championships now. Get that in early so that way you are set. Get your teammates set.
Yeah.
So that way you've got as much time to practice as possible. And I do like having the singles and doubles. Is going to be very interesting to have them on separate weekends now, because we won't see people have to make such a hot swap over between the two game modes, and they'll be able to focus down a little bit more on each.
They'll have a week in between to prepare for the next one. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And of course, it's going to be super fun here. We'll get 2 weekends of exciting esports events.
Yeah, all that action going on.
But without further ado, we're about halfway through this stream. How about we field some questions? Maybe are there some esports questions that we can try to answer? Or is there anything that y'all are like, hey, I know y'all kind of explained how 26 people get picked, but I missed part of it. I saw the trailer. I'm not entirely sure. Do you want us to go over that stuff again? Anything like that?
Yeah, I guess we can run through that part
Okay.
Just ourselves.
Yeah.
So those 26 folks that are coming from the power rankings,
Okay.
how is that broken down? Say that again just for
Okay,
a
yeah,
little refresher for everybody who may have come in a little bit later because that was early information.
Yeah, of course. The 26 players are going to be selected via their power rankings. So it's going to be the top of the power ranking players from each region. So that means all 5 of the kind of major regions are going to be represented here. We've got 10 players from North America, 10 players from the European region. We've got 4 players from South America, 1 player from the Australian region, and 1 player from Southeast Asia. That is going to be a total of 26 that are going to be picked specifically from the power rankings of each of those regions, and the top however many I said for each region are all going to be flown and brought into the finals for the World Championship.
Right, but that's not all because another 5 will be added from regional last chance qualifiers, 1 from each region.
That's right. Like you said,
those are online events.
Yeah, 1 from those same 5 regions: North America, Europe, South America, Australia, and Southeast Asia. Those are going to be online events, exactly like you said.
Yep. And then the final slot for those 32 players total is going to come from the on-site last chance qualifier at BCX, the World Championship, which has been declared DreamHack Atlanta 2020.
Yes, and it is. It's going to be an event where you don't have to stress about if you lose to finish it. I know some people are going to be like, "Oh,
Right.
does if I took a loss in that path to get to that top 32 spot, am I going to now be in the losers bracket in top 32? No. If you make it out of that Brawlhalla World Championship, then you get automatically just kind of reset. You're going to be coming in at the bottom seed because you came in last.
Sure. But it is a brand new bracket. It
Correct.
is those 32 folks.
You get
vying
reset
for
as
the
far as your
championship.
losses go. Cool. Let's do a quick review of everything. We'll play the trailer one more time. Maybe do some giveaways, and then we'll get on out of here.
All right.
Yeah. So we talked about the World Championship. We talked about the 26 players plus the 5 of the regionals. We also talked about how the prize pool has been increased again.
Bump it
gone
up.
from 100,000 to 150,000.
Woo!
And every singles seasonal championship earns travel to the next available person. Okay, so I did say that. I completely blanked about that. But yeah, if you win your seasonal championship for your region, then you're going to be flown to the next in-person event.
Yeah, and those in-person event prize pools have also been bumped up from 20 grand to 30 grand.
That is a nice chunk of change. Not only that, those in-person events will have potentially 240 hertz. Again, that's one of those things that we're working on for the new year. We have a lot of high goals for 2020. 240 hertz is one of those things that we want to get right. We have functioning 144 hertz. It works very well, but we know that players want more. And so we're trying to increase those hertz. We're adding an extra 100 if we can.
Yep. We're also going to be adding in-game esports features over the course of the year. They're going to include such things as tournament live notifications.
Yes.
So when a tournament goes live, everybody in-game is going to know it, so that way they can go and hop in, view the action. And while viewing that, there are going to be viewership rewards across all of our different streaming platforms that we use. So make sure to tune in, see what you can grab. And there's also going to be an offline tournament mode, so folks looking to, run locals or whatever they're trying to do with some of their buddies or anything, it's going to unlock stances and a couple other goodies, so that way you'll be set for just a smooth event.
You'll also have some in-game sortable rankings for tournaments in PR, as well as your rankings. Not only that, there will be in-game tiles with the live countdown to tournaments. So there's the tournament notification, but there's also going to be a countdown to say, hey, in so many hours or so, you're going to get that notification.
Yeah, and then there's also more esports DLC for seasonal championships. I know we've done some weapons in the past, but we're going to start adding in more things for that, which is going to be super interesting and very, very cool.
That's, again, all part of the roadmap for 2020. No guarantees, no promises. It's all like TM, but that is all intended for the 2020 esports side of things.
Yep.
Alongside some of these things, we want to, again, point out that we're going to be starting this new community tournament support initiative. That means those of you who want to start creating tournaments. Maybe you're just itching for the reason to set up a tournament for your region. Now you've got the opportunity. We're going to be dedicating some time to supporting, promoting, and helping to grow those community-run tournaments, because we want our community-run tournaments to be the best out there.
Yep. And, South America has already been jumping on it. You mentioned with the Yggdrasil tournaments that have been spinning up. And, kind of rewarding their passion and growth over the year, South American online tournaments for the seasonal championships are now on the same payout level as the North American and European brethren.
Yes. Alongside with that bump up, Southeast Asia and Australia are also going to be getting an increase to their tournament payouts up to 2,500. And Southeast Asia, Australia, and South America are all going to be brought into the doubles side of seasonal championships. So we'll be seeing some 2v2s for those regions.
Yep. And as, we've mentioned with the singles players getting flown out to physical events, one of the premier physical events that will be happening throughout the year is the mid-season championship at Low Tier City.
Absolutely beautiful venue. You are not going to want to miss that one.
Phenomenal. Esports Stadium, Arlington.
Yes. And of course, with all of these different tournament things outside of the tournaments to help get you all to play in these tournaments, we want to support how you play in these tournaments with these updated map sets. It's going to be updated to include some of these new map sets with a healthy balance for map bans in a tournament setting.
Yeah, and again, I'm just going to, I know it hasn't been too long since we read off those lists, but since we have them here, we'll get that in just so everyone has all the information. The 1v1 map pool is changing to be Small Brawlhaven, Small Enigma, Small Mammoth Fortress, Small Great Hall, Miami Dome, Apocalypse, Demon Island, and Crystal Temple.
And the 2v2 map pool is Small Enigma, Mammoth Fortress, The Great Hall, Shipwreck Falls, Miami Dome, Apocalypse, and Crystal Temple.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see a lot of those newer maps making their way into the rotation because they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they feel great to play on. It's just going to make way for great matches.
There's definitely some maps that I'll be sad to see go, but of course, it's always exciting to see new maps get played, see how players are able to push it in the esports side of things.
Yep.
And along with that,
mentioning further on the esports side of things, the power rankings, they are the leaderboard for the World Tour, so that's going to determine, who gets sent out for their power rankings for their region, for the World Championship. But it will not be used for seeding this year. The power rankings will instead have a modified version that is used for seeding that heavily emphasizes the recency bias. So that way, that means the more recent tournaments will have a greater effect on the seeding for the upcoming tournaments.
Yes.
So that means, you've won like the past 3 events, you're going to have a way higher seed than your power rank might belie.
Absolutely. And of course, that all the power ranking, the seeding, all of that comes into play with the Brawlhalla World Championship, which is going to be at DreamHack Atlanta. We announced it here alongside the fact that, of course, seasonals will be the seasonal championships winners will be flown to the next offline event in the 1v1 side of thing.
Yeah, so a lot to look forward to. This year is going to be absolutely insane. And you know what? Bring up that timeline once more. You know what? No, it's in the video.
What?
We're going to play the video
again. For it.
I really like that timeline just because it's got, the 4 seasonals up top. It's got the offline events down at the bottom. Last chance qualifiers mentioned right towards the end. And then BCX, the World Championship. And that is going to be at DreamHack Atlanta 2020.
Yes.
So plan your trips now.
I just muted us as I try to say words. I'm planning too far ahead. If you want to see that trailer again, kind of just get excited about everything, as well as kind of get a rundown or general overview of all that's going to be happening, we're going to play that right now.
These players are kings of Brawlhalla.
Everybody that has ever played Brawlhalla, even like somewhat professionally or super professionally, is here.
The sign-up list for this championship reads like a who's who of the best Brawlhalla players on the planet.
Wow, oh my goodness, what?
Competitors from all over the world have flown in to compete at the highest level possible, each for a shot at that grand prize and the glory that comes along with it.
An entire year's worth of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears culminates in this moment. His entire career has been building to the now undeniable statement that he is the greatest of all time.
Man, that's so exciting.
I know. Like, just the BCX chants, the energy, just recapping, like, seeing all the players in the physical locations just duking it out against each other. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yes. And again, we want to ask y'all to, if you're excited about that, maybe you want to go to those things, sign up smash.gg/Brawlhalla. That's where you're going to find your information about the Winter Championship, as well as where you can sign up for CEO Dreamland. I'm going to be going there.
Oh, yeah.
And Combo Breaker, as well as everything else. When the signups are opened for those events, you'll find that over on smash.gg/Brawlhalla.
Yeah, and all this will be going to our own esports website as well.
Yes, brawlhalla.com/esports will have everything that you need to know about all that. That'll have that timeline, as well as all sorts of other good information so that you can understand what's going on. Does this... Ooh, maybe I should have made a new one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm realizing that it has a bunch of entrants for... All right, hold on. Turn that off. So coming up next, we've got the Big Away.
Yeah.
How about you
we do
explain
that at the end of every one of our developer streams because, you know, we like to give away some cool Brawlhalla stuff. So there's some cool in-game items that you guys can win. I know the bot's been giving away, like, community colors all throughout the stream. The winner of this will get community colors and whatever cool in-game item we end up digging out of the grab bag for you.
Could be some sort of cosmetic item, but it'll also come alongside a community color.
Yeah, just that way you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Get you fully decked out so that way you can look your best when you're playing in that Winter Championship. Go sign up for the Winter Championship right now.
You gotta look good. But if you want to enter this giveaway, type hashtag World Tour, capital W, capital T, hashtag World Tour, and you got to be on Twitch chat. I know there's some people watching in YouTube chat, watching on Periscope, watching on Steam. Twitch chat is the only chat that this bot will be reading as far as the giveaway goes.
Go put that in chat for everybody. I'm sure one of our mods was already on it, but hashtag World Tour, because it is the Brawlhalla World Tour for this year of esports.
It's hashtag World Tour to enter this giveaway. We're going to watch that number shoot on up.
Oh yeah.
It's rolling.
Yeah, just climbing, rolling. This is good music for it.
I know, right? Good job. Shoutouts to the soccer. Or Kung Foot.
Yeah. Just bounce that soccer ball everywhere. The Rayman game mode.
You know, people forget that you can play that game mode like in customs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Just
super fun.
Spin up a custom lobby. It'll be in the lobby list. Other people can join. I know there's even Game Fiend runs a Kung Foot Discord server.
Oh, yeah. He's super into that.
So I think that should be available like on the Reddit sidebar. And you can even just search it up. And yeah, he's always down to like get more matches going.
Kung Foot Esports win.
One of our artists, Steven, who you might see on commentary occasionally, or if you go to any of the physical events or like PAX, a lot of those events, he's there. He's super hardcore about Kung Foot. Like, he truly believes that Kung Foot is like one of the best games ever created, and he will even love 1v1ing people in Kung Foot.
It's super funny. Like, there'll be days where I can, because I don't sit near him, but I can hear him from the other side of the office being like, yo, the other day I had a 1v1 Kung Foot, and it was crazy how this meta was developing. Like, I was going for these things, and he was changing his weapon as we go. And I was like, wow. That is a passion for Kung Foot that I almost share.
I mean, he recently got just wrecked by somebody.
Oh, really?
Like, completely shut out. It wasn't even close. And then, you know, he had Game Fiend go up against him. Again, just wrecked.
Wow.
So there are some monsters out there.
Some intense ones. But that's not the only game mode out there. Of course, we've got Brawl Ball. Kung Foot, of course. We've got Horde, which is one of those other ones that I'm like, people forget that exists. And then Bubble Tag's another one of my favorites, personally.
So they're all there. Everybody can play. And you can use whatever cool in-game item we're about to give away from hashtag World Tour, celebrating the announcement of the Brawlhalla World Tour for Esports 2020.
You think it's ready?
I think it's getting there. It's getting there. The entries are starting to slow down. You know, the popcorn's almost all popped. Once it crosses over to 550.
550? Oh,
yeah,
just jumped over it. All right, let's roll this. And of course, the people who win this, you will get a whisper after the stream from one of our developers.
Yep.
If you won via Pro Brawlhalla bot, you should have already received your whisper. If you don't, make sure you whisper the Brawlhalla Twitch so that they can handle that. But let's do this. Rick. Mr. Rick himself.
Mr. Rick, congratulations. You just won yourself some cool in-game item and Titanomass. Congratulations as well, Lightning Z22. You just won yourself a community. I know you're just rolling through.
I go quick.
We've got so many entrants, and it's continuing to climb. Spike Master Z, there you go. Hunt2 King, everybody winning some community colors and whatever cool in-game item. Heat QDR. Choo 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 choo.
Oh my god. Uh-oh, where'd it go?
That's pretty cool. I know you end up having to scroll that, and Latte, you're getting some as well. And Luis Sovo, congratulations. And again, all these winners will have their codes whispered to them after the stream concludes. The Suarez. So give us just a little bit of time to go back, get that situated, reach into the grab bag, find out what the in-game item is going to be, and set you folks up. Yara 32 as well, closing it out.
Yes. That's quite a few people. Again,
Wow.
Rick, Titanomass, Lightnings, Spiked, Hunt2 King, Hector, Choo 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 Choo, Latte, Luis Ovo, Suarez, and Yara. You will all receive some sort of whisper after the stream. What does Photo usually like to do with this?
One more?
Yeah.
One more? Roll one more. Spooky Buns.
Spooky Buns, you're going to be the last one. And again, these will be whispered after the stream. I pressed enter. That's how you know it's serious.
Oh, wow.
It's like
So
it's real.
you've
Yeah.
sent it to yourself.
Yeah.
So that way you have the list to dig through after the stream.
I can't roll more because then I'd have to press enter again.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's way too much work for me. So.
But that's not the only chance that you folks will have to win some cool in-game items. We do these developer streams several times a week. We've got typically the Monday Esports stream. Tuesday, we like to reveal things, show off unreleased content, or as we took it over for today, the Esports announcement for the year. And then what other developer stream do we have, Duke?
We've got the Friday stream where we like to teach y'all how to play better. That's with me and Cirrus. And then on Thursdays, it's not exactly a developer stream, but we like to highlight communities. We like to highlight the community. So if you're streaming on Twitch, not twitch.tv/Brawlhalla, but if you're streaming on Twitch and you've got your game as Brawlhalla, then we'll try to find you around 5 o'clock. Usually start streaming early so that we can find you ahead of it.
That's 5 o'clock Eastern.
Correct. 5 o'clock Eastern. And then we'll host the community streamer and have fun. Maybe give them some codes so that they can do giveaways of their own.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Always some cool things, action to watch, whether it be tournaments or folks running whatever they run on their stream.
Sorry, I'm like cleaning up all these because I had to add a bunch of things. And I'm just like,
I understand. You gotta shuffle it around so that way you're set up for your Friday stream with Cirrus.
I gotta think ahead. But that's it for us on the Tuesday stream. Plenty of esports announcements have gotten out there, and if you are confused, maybe you missed something, Brawlhalla.com/esports has basically everything that you need to know. Smash.gg/Brawlhalla has where you can sign up and everything else.
Yeah. So let's see. Is there anybody we can segue on over to?
I don't know. Let's find
out.
out.
We usually like to find
what happens?
one of our community members that's streaming at the moment, see if we can send you fine folks their way.
I don't know why I just went to our Twitch.
Well, I mean, gives you the category, right?
Okay, yeah.
You just need the game directory to be able to find. That
Let's see.
twitch.tv/directory/game/Brawlhalla. And that'll set you up. Any of the usual suspects, or are they all in here planning for their world tour tournaments?
I think they're all in chat. I know I saw Crocky in chat earlier reading and being like, oh my gosh, these things are happening. I'm so excited. I see people in chat screaming for Noel. Maybe Noel's going to be the one to do it. But thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Wish a lot of BMG well as Foda, because he is under the weather again, and we all hope he gets well soon so that he can experience this wonderful 2020 esports with all of us. But that's it. Thank you all. Goodbye.